Shavkat Rakhmonov, chose to miss his sister's wedding to focus on training for his fight against Thompson. He explained that his dedication to preparing for the bout was his top priority, showing how seriously he takes his training. Here is what he said. "Obviously I'm in the fight camp, and she got married at the time. Everything went well. I had to focus on the preparation. For sure it was hard to miss it. But the wedding celebration was good and I am very happy for my sister. She got married and I wish her only happiness. But I was getting ready for the fight, and the fight is my job. I have to focus on it. Maybe it's even better that I was here and I wasn't distracted by the celebrations and stuff like this. I just stayed focused on my fight." Rakhmonov is counting on his unwavering commitment to pay off when he faces Thompson, aiming for a victory that could propel him into the title conversation. Jon Anik revealed that Goggins might be in the Tony Ferguson's corner for UFC 296. The partnership between Ferguson and Goggins during their training has stirred up various reactions from MMA fans, claiming that it isn't helping Tony at all. However, it looks like Goggins will still be in Tony's corner. Here's what Anik had to say about this situation. "There was a time, certainly, when we were very close with Tony. Then there was maybe a little bit of a dip in our relationship where I think there was a fighter meeting in which he didn't feel like I was all in or all there, which obviously was a criticism that I took pretty seriously. It looks like Goggins is probably going to be in that corner for Tony Ferguson. But what exactly has the preparation held? I know for me that my body feels different at 45 than 35, even if I'm still exercising the same way. Will he answer with veracity? I don't know. How does his body feel really at this stage in his career? How is his body recovering, you know? But I'm excited to see him try to sort of have one final moment." Every fan wants Tony Ferguson to win and finally end the losing streak. However, how training with Goggins will help with that is a debatable question. But it's definitely going to be exciting to see which Tony shows up on fight night. Dawson blasted Garry and Paddy Pimblett for trying to sell more fights by making themselves seem less manly. He thinks they're doing things just to get attention and stay relevant in the sport, and he's not happy about it. Here is what he said. "I'm not a big Garry fan, like at all. I really don't like how he handled the Neil Magny situation. I really did not like how he handled the Jeff Neal situation. But you got to make money, so I get it. But then somebody dishes it out on you, and you start talking about getting the law involved and suing, and it's just like, how can you make yourself look like less of a man, even more? Selling the fight is great. The thing I don't like about it is when you're not yourself, you always have to one-up the guy from the last fight. So, you know, I said this last fight, I got to go even bigger to make sure people are still excited about me. I think that's what Paddy Pimblett is doing wrong too. Paddy's gonna start going a little crazy, because he's always got to one-up himself from his last." While some fans appreciate the drama and hype leading up to fights, Dawson's bold stance has reignited discussions about what truly shows how real a fighter is in the combat sports. UFC rising star Saint-Denis accused Islam Makhachev Nurmagomedov and their whole team of using performance-enhancing drugs. In a recent interview, Saint-Denis didn't mince words about Islam Makhachev's prior drug test fail. Here is what he said. "When it comes to the Nurmagomedov family, for example, I have no doubts. They're loaded like mules. They're clever in the way they dope, but they know how to do it very well. Makhachev, for example, was caught using meldonium. It's a product that led to the entire Russian Federation being sanctioned and withdrawn from the 2016 Olympic Games. The current UFC lightweight champion was caught in 2016. It's worth mentioning that USADA found Makhachev innocent. They clarified that the red flag was due to a procedure the UFC champion underwent in late 2014. Certainly, these accusations may be related to the recent news about Usman Nurmagomedov testing positive for drugs, which has tarnished the Nurmagomedov name and the entire team. Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of MMA, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Also leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Keep supporting the sport, and we'll see you in the next one.